Hi and welcome along to the Bias Premier League show. The Premier League is over and it is finished and we're here to talk about it. Actually joining me, not on screen, he's here in the building after a month away doing his successful tour over there in the US and Canada. Is White Yardie himself.
Back again.
And we have the grilled salmon himself.
I'm going to look like proper salmon, you know. What you want?
Ty's in the building.
Ty salmon.
Ty's in the building, rocking the salmon boohoo man outfit, right?
Is it actually salmon?
It is kind of a salmon colour, isn't it?
Definitely.
Right, and on the subject of Boohoo Man, don't forget you can get 10% off all Boohoo Man clothing. All you got to do is click the link in the description or scan the QR code and you can get an extra 10% by using the code AFTV10. It's the summer, right? Even though these men, they're dressed up in beer hoodies and stuff like that. But it's the summer, right? And they've got some great stuff for summer. So if you're looking on going on holiday, check it out. T-shirts like this.
Like what you're wearing today was a good day. Ice Cube, legendary.
And if it's a bit chilly, you can.
Videos.
And if it's a bit chilly, you can get the sushi cover over here.
Well, listen, Colin.
You look alright in that colour. I'll be honest with you.
You're brighten up.
Yardie, I respect you. I can't really punch you. Is it actually you?
Yeah.
Because you know. We saw that person in Storage Hunters. Is it actually? Can you prove that it's you?
No, it's not me. It's an illusion. It's an illusion.
Yeah. Illusion. Imagination. Well done.
Right,
How was America?
It was good. It was good. The tour was well. That was the first leg. We're doing a second leg further on.
Wow. Okay.
Next couple of months, so we'll be over there again for about another 2 weeks this time. We have Florida for the next. I think we're going to be over there the same time.
As the tour?
At the same time as the pre-season over there.
So let's come and check it.
Yeah, and listen, big up all of the fans that watch the channel and tell us, yo, big up Robbie when I get back. Say, yo, make sure you big up Robbie, man. Robbie had it done. Big up Robbie. And yeah, that was it, they said.
Oh, no, that's nice, man. That's nice. Anyway, talking football. What are you laughing about?
People always ask me how we put up with him, you know.
Oh, man. Okay.
How do I put up with them? I said I put a
teddy bear between us.
I'm grateful. Look at that. He's been away for about a year and he's chatting.
Anyway, yesterday, 5-0 win over Wolves, the last game of the season. Yeah. And 2 goals in the game, a brace in the game for Granit Xhaka in his last game for Arsenal. Really fitting after.
Is that definite, though?
Well, that's it, because Mikel Arteta was sort of saying...
But
the thing is that, like, if you look at Granit Xhaka's message that you put on Instagram, it seems like he's saying goodbye. I'm gone.
Possibly.
Hey,
I think he's going.
Until it's done, it's not done.
I think it's going.
Yeah.
Although I was sort of saying, why are we letting go of him?
Exactly.
I get it. I get that maybe it might not even be Arsenal's choice. It might be that Granit Xhaka's like, oh, you know what? It's time for me to move on. And Arsenal just look at it and say, well, if he really wants to go, can't hold on to him. We just have to, cash in on him. Yeah. He's just had 2 really good seasons. This season in particular, he's been really good, both defensively, attacking-wise. Yeah. He's a big influence, obviously, in the dressing room. And I think it's going to be a big miss for Arsenal, you know what I mean? Because we wouldn't have said this quite a few years ago when he threw the armband down and stuff like that. But he has been very good this season. 2 goals yesterday, and I'm just sad to see him go if he goes, man.
I was saying it. Part of me don't want him to go because, again, it's like, all right, we know we need to improve our team. We know there's parts of the team what need improving.
Champions League next year as well.
Exactly. We're gonna have a very busy schedule next season. Xhaka experience could be very key. And not only that, with the youngsters that are there, they can learn. Remember, let's be real. All right, there's been Xhaka's career has been a bit like this throughout, but recently, even this season, it's like a whole new player. And if we can get another season like that out of him, where he's coming in and guiding other players as well, the younger players around him, they can learn a lot from him. You know what I mean? We have to give him credit. The man got no red cards this season.
Wow.
Yeah, none. Yeah. When have we ever said that? Like, he gets 1 a season at least. Yeah, he's got none. He's gone under the radar doing his thing. And when there's been problems, I know occasionally he shows his passion, but I don't want him to go. I really don't.
Yeah. It's incredible yesterday at the game when all the fans started singing, "We want you to stay."
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, like,
Absolutely brilliant.
You would never. I was listening to those to that, right? And I was thinking, wow, what a turnaround. What this guy has shown that in life, it's like a life lesson.
Yes.
That you can take an absolute negative and you can turn it into a positive. Because as I said, that whole stadium was basically booing him, right?
Yeah.
In that incident. You know, everybody thought that was it. He was done. You know, it was like, you know, get him out of this club, right? And he has, with the help of Mikel Arteta, because remember, Arteta came in and Arteta said, no, I'm keeping Granit Xhaka. There was rumours then of him moving to Germany. He says, no, I'm keeping Granit Xhaka. I don't want him to go. He's part of my plans. And he has turned, Mikel Arteta has helped to turn this guy's career right around. And it's gone from booze to we want you to stay time. It was incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was incredible. And that's what I mean. That's the transformation. So then we should say, where's the point in having a player like this and then letting him go? You know?
Yeah, okay. Listen, if he wants to go though.
If he wants to, fair enough. But if Mikel was so instrumental in making him stay, and he's the player now, hopefully then Mikel can persuade him to stay again.
And listen, until Xhaka's gone, he's not gone. So
yeah.
Cause I remember when we were saying the season before, and he's gone, and I bet you guys, I said, nope, Xhaka's gonna stay. And so let's see. I'm not saying he's gonna stay, but
I mean, there are plans to bring in midfield players.
Yeah.
There's been lots of talk, obviously, about Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Maybe Caicedo, you know, even as well.
No.
What do you mean no?
I mean no. Until he apologises properly. Until he apologises properly.
You don't want Caicedo?
No.
Yo, Ty have a long list of people who need to apologize. You know, like literally.
You don't want Caicedo?
Actually, no.
If we could get Caicedo.
Actually, I'll take that back.
Hold on. If we could get Caicedo.
He can come on a free.
If we
no
could
money. Brighton, no money.
If we could get Caicedo, you wouldn't take him?
Of course I'll take him. But of course, then when he comes to the door, the first thing, when he joins us, all the press conference, apologise to Gabriel and then you're in. That's it.
And what if he doesn't?
Well, Brighton are back there. So.
Man, I thought man. Yeah, no mean what I say. I would take.
Are you being serious?
I would take him and Declan Rice. Bring both of them.
He's saying all that, and then he'd be like Moses. Moses.
Yeah, Moses.
Call him by his first name.
See Moses, yeah.
I just want him. I want him to sign him. I want him to sign him. I want us to sign him. Just to see your reaction.
Listen, but if he did...
Just to see your reaction.
What do you think I would say?
And see how you'll change.
How would I get your shirt with him name and number on the back?
You watch how he changes.
Yeah.
Oh, Moises.
Is it Moises or...
So I tell you, boy, his family this, his brothers this, his sister this, his that.
Watch him switch.
Yeah. Easy. So easy.
I'm telling you, I'm serious. But the thing is, if they
apologise for what?
Ivan Toney or Caicedo?
Caicedo.
For nearly ending Gabriel's career. That tackle was terrible. You cannot tackle.
And then Martinelli. Yeah, but come on, man, it's football.
It's football. But what happened? It's football, Robbie, and you are right. But with that, like I said before, say that, and I don't mean to disrespect Robbie. Say that to Vas. Say that to Eduardo. Their careers were ended by stupid, ridiculous
It happens in football. Football is a contact sport. Yeah, tackles go in.
I know that, Robbie, but like I said to Yardi...
You've got nothing to apologise for. It's a game of football. It
happens.
Yeah, Martinelli, just before that, left an elbow in on one of the players, right?
Yeah.
Has he apologised for that? Has he apologised for that?
He hobbled off, didn't he? He hobbled off, didn't he?
Has he apologised? Has he made a public apology? Has Martinelli come out and said, I apologise for that elbow that I left on that player?
He hobbled off, isn't it?
Answer the question.
He hobbled off.
Answer the question.
He will apologise when Caicedo apologises. That's what he would do.
He's impossible.
Caicedo, that's the thing.
Sign him and they can apologise.
Caicedo, we don't mind you coming. Make sure before you apologise to Gabriel and then you can come in the dressing room. If not, the dressing room will wait for your apology. We got all that.
I'm in security in the dressing room and pink salmon outfit. You're not allowed in. Pink salmon security is here.
Obviously, other fish is available.
You better go Brighton in that.
Other fish is available.
Go Brighton in that, the seagull and pick you up. Watch the big salmon. Come here.
You know what? You know what? What? You know what?
Yo,
One thing I will say.
right now, everybody watching is gonna order salmon today just because of you. You should go get a deal with a salmon. You should be an ambassador for salmon.
One thing I will say. I'm convinced that he definitely ain't Yardy because this person's funny over there.
And you're fishy.
But anyway, just going back to the game, 5-0 win. As it turns out,
brilliant victory.
finishing 5 points.
Yeah.
5 points behind Manchester City. It could have been so different.
Should have.
Could have won this league. Should have been. We should have took
Yeah.
it home. We didn't get there. Do
Unfortunately.
you think that next year, next season, Arsenal can again challenge for the league?
Me personally, like, I'm not too disappointed that we didn't win it. I'm a little bit upset, a little bit annoyed, but I look at it like beginning of the season, it was we would never, if you said to us, yo, we're gonna be challenging and we possibly might finish 5 points behind City, I'd be like, yo, top and nice. We were aiming just to get back in the top 4 and get in Champions League and hopefully picking up a trophy somewhere else. That was our aim. We didn't get no trophies this season, which is unfortunate, and that is the annoying part of it, where we was in a great position where we could have. But I look at it like, it's crazy to me that I see fans upset that we didn't win the league, but we finished second, and they're finding all these problems and faults when I've seen not only him, but I've seen fans in previous years more happier when we just got top 4 in the last day. And I'm like, how can you be just happy with that?
Yeah.
What Arteta did is show that he has improved this team a lot. And they finally have an identity when they play. We're seeing Arsenal playing with their style. Now, for me, next season will be the point where if we don't pick up anything next season, any trophy next season, and finish in the top 4 again, then I will be more disappointed next season, because it's about how you carry on. It's not just about going up there once and then coming back down. It's about staying up there now and we have a young team. We have talented players there. Invest in the team, put more good players in there. We should be challenging next season, because 5 points off. And when we look back at some of the games where, the Liverpool game, the West Ham game, even the Southampton game, the Brentford game that didn't go our way, even Nottingham Forest the other day, is like, all these games that we look at where we're saying Everton away when we lost to Everton, all those games that we look at and saying, if we improve with the squad, not so much the playing who played, the squad, to know that we can rotate this squad. We can bring on other players when we know the games are getting sticky. Because sometimes you look at the bench and you think, who we gonna bring on to changes? And when defense is definitely need improving, because we've seen it when Saliba came out. We know Rob came in. Don't get me wrong, he didn't do too bad, but he's not got the same level as Saliba.
He was.
When no one's there to Gabriel's level. So it's like we need better defenders that have put pressure on Gabriel and Saliba to keep up their high standards, that they keep their place. Because up front, I feel like we got enough there. We'd add a few more, one more, maybe two more in there. We should have a lot firepower. Because the greatest thing for me is that our goals, remember previous season, we always like, yo, if this guy don't score, we don't win a game. When's this guy gonna score? Who's scoring for us? Everyone. The whole team is sharing our goals.
I think one of the things I remember previous to this season, one of the things I looked at Arsenal, I'm like, we need to start, especially away from home, we need to start winning more games away from home, and we need to go to places where we don't win and win.
And which is what we did.
This season we did that. We went to Chelsea, we won. We went to Tottenham, we won. We nearly won at Anfield. All right, we put up a good fight of it at United. Unfortunately, we didn't get the win. But I think next season, the additional challenges, I think we have to beat Man City in one of them games. At least one of them games. That is one of the area. When you look at it, right? Somebody said it yesterday when I was doing the fan cams. Right, we lost to Man City twice. And they've beaten and they've won the league by 5 points.
So we would.
You can put all of these sort of overall games in it, right? But at the end of the day, the key to it is that, and the reason why they deserve to win the title, Man City, is that they beat us twice.
And that's
they beat us twice, and if we're going to overcome Man City, we have to beat them.
We have to beat them at least once next season.
We've got to overcome them.
At least twice.
Right? But, and that's...
At least once. At least twice. You only play them twice.
Exactly.
So
well, we beat them twice, it'd be brilliant. And the thing is about it, right, to do that,
Yeah.
To do that, we're going to have to improve the squad. We've played Man City 3 times this season. We lost all 3.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we've got to, that's the level we got to step up to. We've got to look at what
Absolutely.
Man City are doing, and we've got to try and step to that level. And that's not going to be easy.
No, next season's
That's
going to be
easy.
It won't be.
harder. It's
It
going
won't
to be
be.
harder.
It won't be.
Because Liverpool will be coming back into it next season for sure. I know they
possibly.
definitely will be. They will be. Trust me.
No, they will.
They got Gakpo and that doing.
Gakpo, yeah.
He's doing great up there.
And they'll make some
Newcastle
signings.
is going to definitely be up there again next season. They're going to go out and make a lot of signings. It just depends, obviously, with Champions League and stuff like that. Will it play a part? Because
Man United will strengthen.
Man United is definitely going to strengthen. So we're going to have more competition. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
why, for me, this team has to strengthen the squad.
Yeah.
Has to.
Although, when you look on it, all those teams did strengthen last year as well.
Yeah.
That's another sort of bit of a mythical thing where everyone's just like, oh,
Mythical,
well,
like
yes, you guys, but next year, I'm like,
But
I
it's
had to say
always
to
the
a mate
same.
of mine the other day, I go,
Yeah.
Man United strengthened last season too.
Yeah.
They bought in, spent a lot of money bringing in Anthony
Martinez.
and Lisandro Martinez and Casemiro. And
Yeah,
like, that was
Casemiro,
they outlaid a lot of money,
Yeah.
right? And then so did Newcastle. They spent
Yes.
a lot of money bringing in Isak
Yeah.
and players. All right, they're going to go again, but so are
Guimaraes.
we.
Yeah,
We're
that's
going
what
to
I'm
go
saying.
again.
And we
so,
have to go again.
so what it's going to take
Chelsea.
is making the right signings.
Yes.
The signings that suit what we are trying to do, how we
Yep.
play.
Yep.
It's not just about like go out and get this, go out and like
Exactly. Exactly that.
Like a lot of people saying, go and get a striker.
But
Which I wouldn't even mind a different type of striker. But who is that striker? In the current market,
Hey,
who is
Giroud
that
still
striker?
banging goals, Yo.
It's not Giroud.
Yo, bring
You know what
back
I mean?
Olivier.
Because Olivier Giroud, so that's a prime example, though,
Yo.
right?
Yo.
Is that you could say he'd be a different type of striker, but he wouldn't suit how we play.
Nah, that's true.
Where how the dynamic way in which we
Yeah.
play wouldn't suit it. So it's getting the right signings.
Definitely.
Getting the right signings.
But then, I say that, but I'm going to say something controversial now. I don't think we're going to challenge for the league next season. It's my opinion.
I know he's got something else coming. Why?
He knows me too well because we have to challenge for everything. That's why he knows me too well.
Listen, we got the Champions League. We got
Challenge
obviously
everything.
every
Everything.
competitions.
Yeah.
Right. I want to see Arsenal fighting on
Hey,
all fronts.
on
I
all
wanna
fronts,
see a
yes.
strong
This
squad.
weekend, depending, we might be playing the first game of the season, the charity shield.
Community
And that's
Shield,
the first chance to
yeah.
hopefully beat Man City.
Community Shield, because for us, Arsenal to be in a Community Shield,
Man City would have to win a
Manchester
double.
United would have to lose to
Yeah.
Manchester City.
Or Man City would have to smash them in football terms.
Well, yeah, then they would lose, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but then you're saying losing.
Huh?
Smashing is more than losing. Isn't it?
By the way, confirmation yesterday that of the teams that got relegated, right?
Oh,
Leicester
yeah.
relegated,
commiseration.
and also Leeds United relegated, and we already knew Southampton. So those
Commiseration.
are
And they have some
Those are the-
decent players, Them three
Commiserations to
teams.
all three.
Yo,
Yeah.
like for me, even when I was looking at I like where Arteta got Jorginho and Trossard.
Yeah,
because
Leandro.
they have Premier League experience.
Yes.
And even though I'm looking at Southampton, Leeds, and Leicester, I'm like, there's a few players in that team
Yeah.
that
Southampton,
pick
you
them
got
off.
Ward Prowse.
Pick them
Yes.
off.
Lavia.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
Leicester, Madison,
Barnes.
Wilfred.
Barnes,
Yeah.
Kelechi.
Ndidi,
Yep.
Yeah.
Iheanacho,
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Ricardo Pereira, even though he's had a lot of injuries.
Tielemans.
We're talking about striker,
Tielemans.
Leeds striker.
Nonto. You got Nonto
You know what I
and Leeds.
mean?
Nonto at Leeds.
Yeah, he's a good winger
Bamford.
there. Bamford.
Luke Ayling.
You know?
Luke,
Yeah.
he's played for us.
You know, so many. I mean, the three teams that have gone down, three established. One big club in Leeds, Leicester, who won the Premier League 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who won the FA Cup, who had 2 5th place finishes and 8th. And now you're relegated.
Great stats.
It's unbelievable, absolutely incredible.
It is unbelievable.
But it just goes to show.
It felt like Southampton was in the league for a long time.
It just goes to show if you are not an organised club, because Leicester used to be held up as an example of how to run your club,
They did.
right? And in the
So
recent
hold on,
times,
does that mean the three teams that came up stayed up?
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Wow.
Nottingham Forest stayed up. Of course, Fulham
Bournemouth.
stayed up, and Bournemouth stayed
Yeah,
up.
they all stayed up.
The three teams that came up, all three of them stayed up.
Absolutely.
Well done
Right,
to
and
them.
I'll tell you what as well, it's going to be really difficult for those three teams to come straight back up. It's not easy because of the three teams that went down last season, only Burnley came back.
That's right, under
Right?
Vincent Company. Yeah.
And
Boy,
also,
Robbie.
congratulations going out to Luton Town.
Yeah.
Luton Town.
For getting to the playoff final anyway.
Yep. They won the playoff.
Oh no,
In the Premier League.
sorry, Lou. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Start with
Luton are
fans,
now
you know.
in the Premier League.
Luton fans are very close, you know. Don't start with them.
Yes,
They're in the
Luton
Premier
in the Premier League,
League.
too.
In the Premier
Well done to
Luton
Luton.
Town in the Premier League. The only thing is what Julian was saying to me yesterday
Yeah.
is we'll be able to get a ticket.
Yeah,
Because, you know,
small,
it's tiny little ground, 10,000.
Of course, why not? We'll only get 2, but what's two tickets between friends? Of course we can. Well, of course we will.
But Luton Town, so the
Yes,
teams that
Luton,
came
yes.
up, Burnley,
Yes.
Sheffield United and Luton Town.
Yes, that's
You
right.
know what? Yeah, that Luton game is gonna be interesting. Cause there is a
That's gonna be
small
mad.
stadium, and it could be interesting to find out what it's like for some of these big teams to be going there, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Definitely.
you see how Luton play, they're really direct. They're like
Yeah.
a bit like Stoke back in the day. They're
Yeah.
really direct.
Oh, they're not as dirty.
They've got a big guy up front. Is it Adebayo?
Adebayo.
Yeah, right.
yes.
Who played really well in that
Yeah,
playoff final.
yeah.
It's a great story
It
because
is a
they were a non-league club.
It is a
like
great story.
About 7-8 years ago.
Just came
Yes,
up.
Right.
Yes, that's right.
Because they got dot points and stuff like that. 30 points they got dots.
Whoa.
And they had to drop down divisions right out of the league.
Robbie, know everything.
And then they've come back.
That's
well,
crazy.
well, what's
Incredible.
the,
Big up to
It's
Luton.
incredible.
It's crazy when you see something like that because especially
Incredible.
the size of the club and everything. So and even man.
It would have been even if Coventry would have come up, it would have been a great story.
It
as
would
well,
have been,
where
and
a
commiserated
team-
to Coventry.
But you know what? It just goes to show if your clubs run right. If you look at Brighton,
Yeah.
Brighton, right? Remember they used to play at the Wisdene Stadium.
The Wivdene, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, the
I remember.
Wisdene Stadium,
Yes,
which was
I remember.
basically
remember,
an
yeah.
athletics track.
That's right, yes.
That's where they had to play because they
Yeah.
had no ground.
Yeah.
And they had to play there, and they literally have come back through. Is it Tony Bloom, their owner? He's bought them back.
Boy,
He
Robbie
built
know
that
everything, man.
stadium. You know what I mean? It's an amazing story what Brighton have done
big up to Brighton.
now be in Europe,
Yeah.
Well,
in the Europa League.
Yeah.
Brighton.
Yeah, it is amazing.
Yeah.
So
Quiz question, where did they play before the Wivdene?
the Wisdene. What was the name of the stadium before that?
It's a famous stadium. You do know it.
Oh,
Yardy?
I don't know.
I know it.
what's it again then?
The Goldstone Ground.
Goldstone Ground.
Where is
Yeah.
That's where Brighton used to play.
Remember they used to have this
Famous.
player, Steve Foster.
Steve
Used to
Foster
wear
with
a
the headband,
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Not showing the age part.
Old school
I
defender.
think he used to play for Luton as well.
He did used to play for Luton as well. Yeah. He used to have a
Steve
head.
Foster.
Steve
he used to have
Foster.
headband, original headband.
Yeah.
remember it?
Anyway,
Remember it?
congratulations to all of those teams, man. But
Yeah, sorry. Like you said, commiserated for Coventry because Coventry have got.
yeah, I feel sorry for Coventry.
Brooke, shout out to Brooke. I like
Brooke played well in the game as well. Britt Norton Cuffey.
He's on loan, and
Yeah.
Ben Sheaf used to play for us as well.
Ben Sheaf used to play for Arsenal.
So and
Quick
Ben scored a
question,
penalty
yeah.
in the shootout.
So obviously the Champions League positions, right?
Yeah.
Man United, Man City, Arsenal, Man United,
United.
Newcastle are doing
Yeah.
the playoffs, right?
Newcastle.
They have to go for
No, there's no playoffs no more.
There's no more.
It just goes straight in.
So and then Europa.
Arsenal going to be in pot 2, by the way. That's
Yeah,
good.
so yeah.
Yep. And
which is
Europa would be Liverpool, Brighton.
Liverpool and Brighton in
And
the Europa
Aston
League.
Villa.
And
And
big
Aston
up to
Villa in the
Unai.
Conference League.
Big up to
and
Unai.
Tottenham missed out.
Amen.
Not in Europe at all.
Hey,
But then if West Ham wins
the Europa
the
Conference.
Conference League,
They're in the Europa League.
they're in the Europa League.
Yeah.
All right.
they're in the
Okay.
Europa League.
I was looking, I was like, yo, West Ham has fallen, like they're down the table, you know. They're below Chelsea. I think
Yeah.
they're like
Yeah, but they
13.
survived.
No, they
They
survived.
survived, and they could end up having a good season
Exactly.
because they win the Conference League.
Yeah, then they
They're
go
into
into the
the
Europa League,
which
yeah,
Tottenham
yeah.
didn't do.
Exactly.
Or Chelsea. That's true. I mean, so
But we got to big up Unai Emery. What a
Unai Emery,
job
yeah,
he's
yeah,
done.
he
No,
did.
he's done a great
Fantastic.
job.
Fantastic
Well
job,
done,
fantastic
Unai.
job.
And the question I would like to ask is, what would have happened if he'd come in sooner? Because he's
Never
done
know.
it to
What
get
would
them
happen
into
if you-
Europe.
And again, it's about making good decisions on
Yeah.
managers and stuff like that because the 3 clubs that have gone down have made horrible decisions.
Yeah.
Southampton, 3 managers.
Yep.
Yes.
Leeds, 3 managers.
Yes.
Leicester, what's Leicester? 2 managers.
Yeah,
2 managers. Right?
Yeah.
Obviously, some terrible decisions. All these different managers made no difference.
But what about Leeds, though?
Yeah?
Leeds has got to be the worst decision. Listen.
Chelsea lucky
Sam
took that. They
Allardyce.
could have been down there.
Exactly. I don't want to diss Leeds, so I'm sorry for the Leeds fan on that. But I have to say, Leeds should ask that imposter, that no good, know nothing about football, Allardyce, for a refund.
Mind you, having said that, he only had 4 games. That's ridiculous.
Don't
4
take it
games,
on.
yeah, I
Don't
mean-
take it on. And
But it's what he said. He said, yo,
exactly.
he's as good as...
He's up with
He's up
Pep
there.
and-
Up there with Pep.
and Klopp.
now.
But yeah, you got relegated twice. What are you talking about? It's not, I haven't said that though.
Big Sam.
I admire the confidence though. I admire the confidence though. But Leeds,
Anyway,
Leeds should get a refund.
It's time. First of all, let's ask you, Yardi, for your boohoo man of the week.
Right. Boohoo man of the week for me. Shout out to Everton for
staying up. Alex, well done, Alex. Alex,
yeah, for staying up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was pleased for Iwobi, man.
Yeah, me as well.
Definitely. When I was watching, I was like, yeah, because I was watching the relegation back. Like, it was good to watch. You know what I mean?
It's good to watch when you're not in it. Yeah.
No, I know. Yeah, it's good to watch it. But yeah, for me, the boohoo man of the week, it has to go to the one and only Granit Xhaka.
Granit.
Yeah, man. Big up to him. You know what I mean? If it is your farewell game, what a way to sign out. Great season as well you had. I think this is this is your best season, for Arsenal. So if you're leaving, it's unfortunate, but you got the 2 goals, first brace. So big up to you.
And
oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. I know it's not on Granit, but do you feel like Tierney's going?
Kieran?
I do.
Because wouldn't you find it funny that he didn't start the game?
Didn't start that game, didn't start last week.
Is that it?
Has hardly started a game this season.
I'm disappointed with that because it goes back to what, sorry, I know we're doing this, but it goes back to when you were saying about people talking about sack this person, but who do you get? It's the same for me. It's like when we get rid of players, who are we getting?
I think Mikel Arteta wants a left back that can drop into midfield and play. That's what he wants. And Kieran Tierney doesn't really do that, and that's why he's probably going to move him on. But it's a shame because I like Tierney, and Tierney,
I do, man.
I love Tierney's spirit, and I think that's a big. But we've got to trust the manager on this because you know what I mean. They have got most things right on the transfers, but I like Tierney.
I like it,
and it's going to be a shame if he goes.
So sorry, Robbie. So then that means that Mikel must have somebody already in mind. Then.
Probably has. Which
is it's a
who's your Eediot of the week?
Eediot of the week. I know we were just speaking about them, but I have to give it to Leeds. I have to give it to Leeds. I'll tell you why I give it to Leeds. Yeah, the reason why I give it to you is because it's your final day.
Yeah,
you're in relegation, right? Now, it isn't in your hands, but winning your game
at home.
Remember, you're at home as well. Gives you a chance, depending on the results, go the other way.
Yeah.
And within 2 minutes, you concede. Like, come on, man! In front of your home fans, at least go out with a bang, like, and at least know, say, you know what, we tried.
And also Allardyce, the way you see
Allardyce
so
as well,
defensively in that game, right? You know, what I mean, you know, Leeds can't defend. You go try and go and get some goals. You know, I think
they made Tottenham look good.
You know, and out of the 3 teams that were went into that last game, you know, knowing that they needed to win or they'd be definitely relegated, they lost.
Yeah, Leicester win.
Leicester
and
Everton won.
So at least go out with a bang in front of your fans. At least if you're going to go out, say, no, we'll try.
Went out with a whimper. All right, actually, who's your boohoo man of the year?
Boohoo man of the year for me can only be one player, man. You know, the blonde Norwegian.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? Like, he's had a fantastic season, man. So it goes out to no other than Martin Odegaard. That's who it is. Big up Martin, man. Our captain. You know what I mean? He's had a great season in midfield. Assists and goals, like.
Most goals from a midfielder this season.
Come on, man.
That's amazing stats.
Arsenal's top goal scorer as well. He's had an amazing season. Actually, I was chatting to a Norwegian fan at the game yesterday, and I was like, after the game, and I said to him, I go, bloody hell, Norway must be proud, man. You got Haaland and
we were talking about it earlier.
You know what I mean? He's going, wow.
And the thing about it, they're young, so all they need is a few more quality around them, and they could be like the new. Remember when Belgium had this moment where that could be them.
They didn't qualify for
the Exactly. But they will.
Have to be trying to qualify for the Euros. Maybe it's the rest of the team around them. But well done, Martin Odegaard. Idiot of the year.
Idiot of the year. There was many contenders. There was many contenders, man. Like, I mean, Chelsea definitely could be one of them. Spend almost 600 million.
Wow.
And that's what happens to you. Like, you struggle to beat teams.
Pound for pound, the worst team in Europe, I think.
Yo, the craziest thing is Trippier has scored for Chelsea before Mudryk.
Yeah.
He scored our own goal on the weekend for so he's got more goals for Chelsea. But no, you get to a Chelsea just because of one person got Idiot of the year for me. And that is the pigeon man, Richarlison. Richarlison, all this talk, all this hype, telling people about cry more and all this thing, tweeting, cry more. 1 goal all season. 1. How much MPF? 60 million?
60 million.
Something like that.
That makes Chelsea 600 million look like nothing. 60 million for 1 goal. Richarlison should be embarrassed.
Although Mudryk, 88 million no goals.
But that's 17 games. So
just goes to show, right?
half.
As everybody goes into the transfer window and everybody starts saying about buy this man, spend this, spend that.
Yeah.
Just take a little
No, definitely.
little rest back a second and remember what Yardi just said there. Richarlison, £60 million, 1 goal.
Yep.
Mudryk, £88 million.
0 goal.
0 goal. All right, he did come in January.
Yeah.
But 0 goals.
It's true, man.
0 as
It's crazy.
nothing, just not. So that just goes to show.
Our Arsenal defenders have got more goal than Richarlison.
Yeah.
True.
Well, we've come to the.
We're at the disgrace. I got a disgrace. You know what? I have actually got a disgrace.
Go on.
I can give it to you. I know briefly mention it, but the Ivan Toney situation is definitely a disgrace.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
tell
it's
you
true.
why.
That's not funny. Yeah.
They even banning him from training.
Yeah.
So he's not even allowed to train or nothing. So I get it. Like, I understand it's serious, but when you look at what happened in Spain, yeah, right, with
Vinicius Junior.
yeah,
Big up Vinicius
you
Junior.
know they lifted some of the fines they gave.
This is what I mean. It's ridiculous.
And you're lifting it because they appeal, but then Ivan Toney, I get it, he done something wrong, but the ban that you're giving him.
Let me say something, right? He deserves the ban.
No, it does, but it's almost like they're making racism not seem as serious.
Absolutely. Exactly. No, you are right. You know what I mean? They absolutely took the Ivan Toney one serious, which they should do.
Exactly.
Right,
But they
and
haven't
I hope,
taken
you know, he's emerged, he's got a gambling addiction, and I hope that
can
he
get
can
the help he
cure
needs.
that addiction
Yeah,
and gets the
absolutely.
help he needs,
Yeah.
because a gambling addiction is a terrible thing.
Absolutely.
Right? You can lose everything, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I hope he gets the help that he needs.
Yeah.
Right, and most of those gambling things were done. They were in the past. A lot of it was in
Historically.
Peterborough and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he deserves the ban he gets. But you are right, Yardi. The stuff that happened with Vinicius Junior, that you know, what I mean, I want to see racism
Be more serious.
serious, but they don't care. That's
Because
the real.
even if you go back to like,
let's be real about it. They don't
remember with
care.
Suarez. Remember with Suarez.
Yeah.
What did he get? 8 games.
Yeah.
I'm kind of fed up with it because I know they don't care.
They don't
Yeah,
care,
they
and,
don't
and that's
care.
why it's wrong. It's like you're making it seem like, okay, betting is worse than racism.
Yeah. Absolutely.
In their eyes, that's what they feel.
Come on,
Absolutely,
man.
absolutely.
Yeah, sorry, that was disgrace.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
Right, disgrace of the week. You got 2 minutes.
Well, disgrace of the week or grace of the week?
Go for grace.
Grace of the week. Whatever. Or, no, of the
grace
year. Sorry, of the year. Of the
well,
year.
Grace of the
Someone,
week.
man.
Grace of the week. Quick. 2
Grace of the
minutes.
week has got to be
1
for
minute
Yardi.
30.
Grace of the week
Thank
has got to be Yardi
Thank you.
for doing his plug for story channels. I hope you're going to
Yeah.
pay him. No, just kidding. That's
Okay.
good. I'm only
Minute
kidding.
left.
Obviously, other programs available. Grace of the week, you will like this, is for the fantastic audience that came to see us, all of us, at the Assembly Hall.
Oh yeah, that was nice. Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah, I saw some
fantastic.
clips of that.
Big demo,
All right,
absolutely
next.
brilliant. Next, yeah, obviously other
30
shops
seconds.
available. Right, grace of the season has got to be the whole of AFTV really, and for the buyer show and all the fun we've had on you two as well.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That's
that-
Yeah, you see, yeah, that's
done?
it. Yeah, he's not tapping me no more, is he?
very nice of you.
That's
That's all right. Yeah, great way to end on. It's been fun. It's been great. Thank you for I don't even know, for enabling me to be on.
What's it all about?
For allowing me to come on the show and all that. It's been great. Gonna miss the season. Thank you.
Yeah.
To
Well, listen, we're still going to be here throughout
Still
the.
here, man.
We're still here throughout the pre-season,
Transfers.
summer transfers,
Transfer
all
daily.
that.
Oh,
Right, so we're going to be having a lot of fun throughout the summer period. So
Yeah.
make sure you come here every Monday and check us out here on the Bias Premier League show, right? And I'd love to know from you guys. Actually, just before we goes, guys,
Yeah.
what would you rate Arsenal's season out of 10?
Good question.
I was asking a load of fans this yesterday.
Yeah.
I want to say 8, but I will say 7.5.
No halves. I thought you said there's no halves.
Oh, there's
No
no
halves.
halves. 7 then 7.
7 or
Give them
8.
a 7. Give them a
Yeah.
7.
I think we've done the player ratings, and I would love to say 9. I would love to say 10 if we want to leave. But it's got to be 8. Hopefully next season, if we win what we want to win, it'll be 10. Hopefully.
I'm going to give it an 8 as well, because, you know, merely, I sort of said this yesterday, in merely the fact that we exceeded expectations. We
Yeah, we
challenged
did.
for the league at the start. You said it. It was a great point you made earlier that, you know, had we have just got top 4 this season, probably people would have been more happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If it would have been like a sort of got
Last
over the
day. Last day of the
day,
season.
got top 4.
Top 4.
Rather
Goal
than
difference as well.
But the standards have been raised so
it's
high
amazing.
this season.
It's amazing
because
what
we
we've done.
challenge for the league, and the challenge for Mikel Arteta next season is to
do it again.
maintain those standards
And to do even better.
and go beyond.
Absolutely.
Right, so let's
Absolutely.
see if he can do that.
Yeah.
Listen, thanks for watching the show.
Thank you very much.
Don't forget to check out Boohoo Man. Use the code AFTV10. As I said, we'll be back next week. We're here
Yes.
throughout the summer with
Yes.
the Bias Premier League show. Arsenal finish the season in second place. Let's hope we go one better next year.
Hopefully. Peace.